Good morning and welcome to day one of ReConnect 2026.
I remember when we were planning the first ReConnect, we were sitting in a conference room and trying to come up with a way that we could answer, all the questions that the industry had about reinsurance in the Cayman Islands overall. And we thought getting people to the island and being able to share our story, this would be the most effective way to do it.
We've just wrapped on a panel that followed the history of the Cayman Islands financial services industry, looking at hedge funds, captive insurance, and reinsurance. And really, I think one of the key messages of the entire panel was to drive home the fact that Cayman it's got a great history, but also that Cayman has evolved significantly over time.
Companies are looking at the Cayman Islands for the structure, for the ecosystem, for the infrastructure that is already here. But people stay and they grow here because it works in practice not only for their industries, but for the people who work within it.
The inaugural conference started 3 years ago, and it came at a really opportune time. Now, 3 years later, we have hundreds of people attending from all over the world, but mainly from the United States, and a lot of participants in the industry.
This is my third ReConnect, and it gets better every time. The event has grown. As it grows, it brings in more professionals from across the globe. These are people that we do business with, that others we could see collaborating. And then over these years, friendships develop from that as well. You like to do business with the people you're comfortable with.
The thing that's most unique in my view is the casual environment we create for networking and various activities, such as the evening receptions that are sponsored by our supporters. It creates a very casual and conducive environment for having some of these really deeper discussions which you hear about in the sessions and the panels.
What we are building in Cayman is not only to be the benefit of Cayman, but also to be a responsible regional and global partner. So we understand, based on other business lines, whether it's investment funds, whether it's banking, that the system is only as strong as its weakest link. So if this is coming to us in a bit of a newer way, then it's our responsibility to be sure that we take care of our end of the fence.
But you don't really appreciate the sense of Cayman and why people are moving their businesses here, why they're relocating, until you come to our shores, our infrastructure, our excellent service providers. You see them all here at the conference. You're able to speak with them on a one-to-one. The access to our regulators, to the government, and to Cayman Finance and other associations, you only get here at a conference like this.
The primary benefit of this conference year on year is education. So initially education about the jurisdiction, sequentially moving into a little bit more depth around the education around the capital regime, the accounting regime, how investment portfolios are constructed, how reserving works in practice, how that earning emergence works. So really that evolution of education about Cayman, about reinsurance, and about the broader insurance industry is the primary benefit.
It's a fantastic opportunity for us to showcase what Cayman is all about. Like the remarks this morning, we can showcase how reinsurance works. It gives an opportunity to show how all the puzzle pieces, all the stakeholders can get together to service the market in the way we've grown, and it's a platform for us to grow into the future.
My name is very excited to be a part of the ReConnect conference and supporting CIRCA in the development of this market for reinsurers. We enjoy that collaboration. We would like to be a thought partner in terms of that development. And for NAM, it's a great opportunity to meet with current clients and prospects and to discuss our offerings.
This is where global reinsurance connects, right? And what we're seeing is a real interest in the market and a real justification to what we're doing here in Cayman. It's a good opportunity to come and see this great offshore jurisdiction, which is a leader in financial services generally. And it's a good opportunity for service providers here to see the real industry.
Our panel on climate resilience will focus on public and private partnerships and how the collaboration between private insurers and governments can work together to help mitigate risk associated with catastrophe losses.
I think the future of reinsurance here in Cayman is going to be very exciting. I think there is a growing sort of energy and confidence that's being developed around the opportunities that the jurisdiction presents. There's things like on-the-ground actuarial networks that are being established, so that's showcasing the professionals that exist on island, as well as there is going to be this long-term synergy in terms of partnerships between the regulator, the industry, the ministry, and thinking long terms around like talent development for the island. So I think this is a very pivotal moment and time for the jurisdiction, and I think the future looks very bright.
It's such a great networking environment to connect with people across the reinsurance ecosystem here on the island. And really the talent that's here and the connections are here expand across the Americas, across Europe, really across the globe. So the ability to connect one-on-one, I think, is really important and key to our industry. And this has been just the perfect environment to do so.